Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
And I'm George Clarke, and welcome
To the Useless Hotline. Woo!
Oh my god, it's the end of the year. This is the last episode.
It's the last
What
episode.
the hell?
Of
This
the
is crazy.
year. I know.
2025 next week.
That's actually kind of crazy.
That's weird, actually. What the hell?
That's weird. I have recently, for whatever reason, keep forgetting my age and what year it is. So I had to give both information recently. Like I had to sign a document and put my age on it. And I put that it was 2025 and that I was 24. And both of those are incorrect.
Yeah.
And then they pulled me up on it and they were like, just double checking because this doesn't match the birth date that you put down. And I was like, and then
why did they question the birth date initially when they could see that it's clearly not 2025?
What? No, I mean because my age didn't match so I said I was 24 and then I'd put my birthday. I told them my birthday. Oh, boring.
You're an idiot.
Boring.
How old actually are you?
I'm 25. Am I 25? Yes. So I'm turning 26.
I'm the same age as you right now.
Oh my god, old heckers. That's so weird.
Do you know, this is crazy.
Oh, go on.
Us together is 50.
That's actually crazy though. That's actually crazy. But then when I think about how much life I've lived, it's not that crazy. Do you know what I mean?
When I think about how sick a life I'm having, I'm just like, this isn't
No,
even
but
crazy
like
at all.
obviously I feel young because I'm 25. But then when I think back to when I was
filler helps,
10,
doesn't it?
What?
Little baby Botox helps, isn't it?
Absolutely. Look at me. But then when I think like, 10 was ages ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 10 was a while ago. Like
Yeah,
I
well,
can't
it
really
was like
remember
20
being
years
10.
ago, but when you think of 20 years, that is quite a long time.
Yeah, that's a
so
long
obviously
time.
that is why.
Yeah.
20.
21. 22.
No, 20 was
22.
5 years.
Oh, I thought
Why
we
did I
were
say
counting.
20 years? 10 was not 20, 20 was 15
I know, I didn't want
years
to pull
ago.
you up on it.
I don't know
felt
why
a
I
bit
was
bad.
thinking 30 suddenly. I'm a 30-year-old man now.
Anyway, yes, it is our last episode of the year. It is also our last episode of
Ever.
season 2.
Oh.
The next time you see us, it will be season 3. What's changing about the podcast? Probably not an awful lot, except for the fact that we're going to have a new cover image.
Whoa.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, and you said you're thinking about coming back mixed race, right?
I am, yes. I've been debating it for a while. There's this new technology out there, so we're going to give it a whirl. Might take a week or two off, but when I come back, you won't even see what's coming, baby.
Oh, yeah, boy.
George, what a year. We've been doing this podcast for 2 years.
Over
Isn't that crazy?
More than that.
More than that. 2 years and like a month.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't lie to me next time.
I'll try not to, sorry. 2 years is a long time.
That is a long time.
To work with someone consistently.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen you every week for 2 years.
No, incorrect.
And sometimes more.
What if we batch film? I'll let you land.
Off?
Sorry, I'll let you
Do you want
land.
to shut the fuck up?
I'll let you land.
But yeah, that is kind of crazy.
I know we're not sick of each other.
No. I mean, I'm definitely irritated by you a lot of the time. A lot of the time. Like, I'd say physical violence is up there on the notches of things I'm considering.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
all
it
in all,
happens.
not that bad for 2 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look back at those times.
Bum, bum, bum,
No, we did
bum,
that a couple
bum,
episodes ago,
bum,
and
bum.
people loved that episode.
Yeah.
They said more of this, please. I cannot wait for people. Can you just not be on the episode more?
People loved it. They were not mad. They were really calm, really kind. Thanks, guys.
Hey,
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna
that
be
one.
completely honest. We had a week off.
Hey! No, we didn't.
We had to. Well,
Well, we were in different
we had to
sides
batch
of the world.
film, at the start of November. Then we
We
just
did, like,
haven't
6
filmed anything
episodes.
apart from the Arthur episode, which you weren't in.
Yeah. Boring.
But that was all like start of November, and then that one episode mid-November, and we had to. Hey, look! Sometimes things get a bit ahead of us, and some of us can't keep up with them.
Bitch.
Sorry,
That was rude.
no, you're looking well.
Thank you so much. I did start a fitness journey, and that just to round you all up in my fitness journey, as I am round myself. I thought I'd catch you up.
I wasn't gonna make the joke. 'Cause you're not round.
So
Rotund.
I mean, you can actually look back on this podcast to track where my fitness journey has been effective.
I was
and
gonna say
where
this.
it's
I
not.
think you're looking the best you ever looked right now.
Thank you. I did lose more weight than where I currently am at around like just before summer, or like maybe like early-ish last year. But that was mostly due to just like really cutting
Famine.
out food. The famine that specifically struck my house was very difficult.
Yeah.
So I lost weight during that time. Immediately put it back on. That's nice. That's always nice. And I noticed that quite heavily when I felt these
Titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then started to lose it a little bit again. And now I'm happy with where I'm at.
Well, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
And a nice little segue. Speaking of famine, did you have the famine for Christmas?
Not yet, because it's not been Christmas. Oh wait,
I'm trying to hold up the whole idea of this, Max.
Sorry, yes. Oh my God, Christmas was so good. It was.
What did you
crazy.
get?
I got. Oh my God, it's too many things to even think about right
God,
now.
imagine if he got like death, just choked on some turkey or something. This would make this really
Imagine
horrible.
if I
wouldn't it?
die. Oh. Oh
No,
my
you-
God. Right.
Sorry, Maisie off camera has just said, "Don't say that. I might not have a job."
She's so caring, is Maisie. Thank you, Maisie. That was so nice. Yeah, Christmas was great. So what we did this, what we're doing? No, what we did.
Yeah,
What we did this year.
we did. Yeah.
So last year we had like a mini Christmas with my family at our house, and then on Christmas Day I was with Andrew's family. This year it's the other way around, and I am not prepared for my Andrew to see my family.
Our
my
Andrew.
Andrew to see family on Christmas, because my family are batshit crazy. As you saw that brief moment when
Father had his nips out.
my stepdad
Yeah.
just kept getting his tits out on
Yeah.
tour. That actually made the vlog, so go watch that again if you want to see
Yeah, I
some
don't know what
big
that hand
tittage.
signal was. Just covering the nips, hopefully.
Go watch that if you want to see some big tits. But yeah, so yeah, amazing. Can't remember what I got, but I'm sure it was great.
Should we just not? I'll tell you what we'll do. We won't pretend that it's been Christmas.
Fourth wall.
Yeah.
You just got bashed down, knocked down that fourth wall down. So we're pre-filming this before we break up for Christmas. So
Is there anything that we haven't spoken about before we get into just this year?
we have not caught up properly in this sort of medium in like 2 months. No,
Well.
like a month and a half, which feels quite crazy.
I know you've been asking me to say this for a long time, or you've been wishing it. Fill me in.
Ah, okay. Just let the cameras go
Shh.
down and then.
No. Give me information.
What's happened? Well, I don't want to go over it too much because then I don't want to ruin. Oh, I went to Korea,
Nice.
not north.
Mm,
South.
good.
South.
So,
Wild. Go on, say so much stupid. Go on. Go
could
on.
you see yourself living there?
Maybe. Why? What's what you're about to allude to?
I don't
that I'm
know.
a big
I was just
suckling pig?
wondering if that would be a good career move.
I thought.
Thank you, guys.
That was quite good.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Don't applaud him. Don't applaud that behaviour. Are you joking? Isn't it sad? This is how beaten down I am by you, that genuinely my mind went to, oh, in Korea they eat a lot of pork. He's about to call me a big fat suckling pig. Say, oh, did you go to a restaurant and you saw a big pig in the window? Was it you? Did you see yourself there? That's what I thought just then. This is how you have hurt me. You've damaged me.
It's got my second talking point knocked off already. Thanks.
What?
mate.
Calling me big fat pig?
Yeah, I can't say it now.
Well, Korea was great.
Hmm? Any plans to go to Wales?
Actually, no. So, yeah, screw you, buddy. I was about to
No,
say-
but
oh.
previously, before Max went, it was just called Whale.
Oh.
That wasn't as good.
Oh. One time I went to Bristol and accidentally went into Wales. Awkward. Drove in there by accident and then drove back.
It's over a bridge.
Yeah, I know, but we went over the bridge and then we couldn't turn back. We took a wrong turn, ended up in Wales, had to come back.
Oh,
Awkward.
you silly Billy.
But Korea was really cool. It was
Yeah.
for Squid Game Netflix Netflix Squid Game Season 2
Nice.
that comes out on Boxing Day. Watch it. You've watched the first one, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Are you excited for the second
I somehow managed to find it on Netflix. It's a bit of an indie flick, but I
Yeah.
did watch it.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, quite niche. What did you think of the first one?
I thought it was shit. I'm not being paid by Netflix. I thought it was ass. No, I did think it was really good.
Are you going to watch the second season?
I probably will at some point. Annoyingly, when seasons of things get so big,
it puts you off watching it.
Yeah.
I know, and it irritates
do
me.
you know what that means?
No,
do you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what it means, but I know what it means with you because I've tried to tell you to watch things in the past, and you're like,
I'm sure other people might.
No.
I don't.
Like, when it was Traitors, I was like, George, please watch this. I tell you, you will love it. You will be obsessed with it. And you were like, yeah, I'll probably end up watching it in like 3 years. I was like, ugh! Like, I want to speak about
like
with
reality TV stuff. I'm like, either I'm there at the time or I'm not. Either I watch it with my boyfriend Arthur Hill or I don't.
Of course.
Like literally the only reality TV I've watched in the last like 2 or 3 years is Love Is Blind.
Oh,
and it's
really?
just been both seasons I've just watched with Arthur.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that you've watched that and you will not watch Traitors. When I tell you, it doesn't even feel like reality. I wouldn't consider that reality TV.
This isn't influencing.
I know
anything.
it isn't, and it's so annoying. I can see it. I see it. It's going in one ear and out your ass. Like, you literally do not care about my opinion, and
it's not explicitly
I force
yours.
it down your throat at any given opportunity.
I know you do, and I
you just
appreciate
shit
that,
it out
honestly.
everywhere. Like, you don't care. And I try so hard.
But
I want you to enjoy things that I
know,
enjoy.
Comment if you're the same as me, because I feel like
I think it is more common.
There's just a thing about I only watched Breaking Bad a year and a half ago for the first time, and like I loved it, but that is still not instilled in me. Like, oh, maybe I'll love it. I'm like aware that I will like it.
I know what you mean. Some things,
but I just can't be. If it's a film or something, it's like, oh, maybe it's like hour and a half, 2 hours. That's that done.
Yeah.
With like a series, like the good ones, each episode's like an hour and 20 long.
Well,
it's like, oh yeah, but you got to catch up. It gets good at season 19, and you're like, oh, all right then. Well, I've got what 8 weeks of my life to give just so I can watch it when it starts getting good.
That's the issue. It's the commitment, because I guess I am quite similar to you, but I guess we all have these people in our lives who, if they recommend something to us,
it's not just you, it's
we
anyone.
Probably know that they know that I will enjoy it.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I go, yeah, at some point. Like, I do that with my sister. So like for years, she would say to me, you need to watch The Office. It's so your humor, you'll love it. And I'd be like, yeah, probably at some point. When it was COVID, watched it. Best thing I've ever watched.
I only watched it first time like 3-4 years ago, and everyone was like, oh yeah, US or UK, US or UK, and I was like, oh, come on, man, Ricky Gervais is the best. It's UK. Now I think I won't voice my opinions on Ricky Gervais, but I think
please keep that to yourself.
The US, I'm just solid TV show.
Absolutely.
I've watched it 2 or 3 times.
Absolutely. Oh, I actually might, because The Traitors is so good that I think if you just watched one episode, you would end up being hooked. So I might actually at some point just force you to watch one. I don't know when I would have the opportunity.
It doesn't matter. You can force me to watch one, but that's good. I'll go home and I won't watch the rest.
No! Oh!
It's literally just has to be some random thing that flips in my mind. Because same with films, I can't be able to watch them, but I've watched a few recently, and I've been like, oh, I really enjoy films.
Yeah, for some reason, Andrew is obsessed with Star Wars, and ever since I've met him,
never watched it.
I'm just like, I'm not watching that.
Whereas
I love everything Marvel, everything Lord of the Rings. I've watched it all, obsessed.
I've not watched all of the Lord of the Rings.
I love the Lord of the Rings.
I watched the first one on a plane, and then Chris and Arthur tried to force me to watch the other two. Really wasn't invested. I think they put the fucking director's cut on or something. Like, if I can't be bothered to watch the 2 hour version,
not doing that.
You want me to sit through 4 hours of shit that was deliberately cut out because it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Sorry, Lord of the Rings fans. It doesn't matter. I swear you see them speaking Elvish to the King of Bassoon. All right.
I love the elves. Oh, them elves can fire an arrow at me any day. Do you know what I mean?
Not really. No.
Oh, okay. That's probably a gay thing.
I'm going to list things that I haven't watched that will probably upset people.
Right. Okay. I've got some as well. Breaking Bad. I've never watched that.
I've watched Breaking Bad. What the hell, guys? He hasn't watched Breaking Bad. That's crazy and also stupid. Game of Thrones.
I've never watched Game of Thrones either. And everyone's told me that I should, but can't be asked.
And but then the real kicker with that one is they go, oh, it's really good up
the
until
ending's
season
terrible.
6. oh, okay, so I'm going to watch through until there's not an end point, and then they go, oh, don't watch the end point because they're all shit.
And then they go, oh no, but it's so good. The end doesn't matter. And it's like, yeah, but why would you even tell me that? I don't want to know that
That's
information.
just 6 seasons of edging, and then you just
I could do 5 seasons of edging, but not 6.
literally.
I'm gonna explode. Carry on.
Game of Thrones. What's another big one? Better Call Saul. Another one that people say you should watch after you watch Breaking Bad.
I never got into it. I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes.
Oh well,
Never seen that.
some people say it's better than Breaking Bad. I thought Breaking Bad was sick. It literally is in the universe. Just haven't watched it. Star Wars I haven't watched.
Star Wars.
Lord of the Rings I haven't watched all the way
Parks and
through.
Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Everyone says that.
Watched
If you
a
like The
couple
Office,
episodes
watch
and
that.
I was like,
Me too. And I love The Office, so I don't get it. Oh,
Yeah.
how weird.
But then
What
weirdly, I think I've watched pretty much all of Superstore, which I was watching and I
That's
was
like
like,
the even more niche version of those shows.
yeah, and I watched it. I was like, it's just a bit naff.
But you
Si-
watched it all.
All the way to season 9 or whatever. And the whole time I was like, when does this get good?
Some shows though, it's like
Like I was literally sat there watched like 6, 7 episodes in a row, and then just be like, I don't think I've laughed yet.
See, the thing is with me, every time I do end up watching one of those shows that someone's told me about for ages, I love it, and then I'm like, why did I not watch this? Like, I'm obsessed with The Real Housewives, as we know. I've watched every single franchise.
Keep it
basically.
very close to your chest.
I know, I don't tell a lot of people about it. And then there's this like spin-off show called Vanderpump Rules that is just ever so slightly different. And for years I was like, why do I want to watch that? Like, I want to watch old women fighting. I don't want to watch young whippersnappers. Like, and then I watched it. Like, I'd say it's above some of the Housewives seasons. Like, it's so good. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to start watching things. But I can't bring myself to do it.
Literally, I feel like if I wasn't open to new experiences as a kid, I wouldn't have watched the Sarah Jane Adventures because I thought Doctor Who was good. Famously, Sarah Jane Adventures, quite good.
Oh, is it? Wait, so what is that?
It's Sarah Jane was a companion of the Doctor.
Also, it's a spin-off show.
Yeah.
Ah, that's
but
cool.
She's got a big computer called Mr. Smith that opens up. She goes, Mr. Smith, I need you. And it opens up.
I bet you wish you were Mr. Smith, didn't
Yeah,
you?
just sort of open up to
her.
just women. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So is
I
she
wish
the
I could
blonde
open up
one?
to women.
Is she the blonde one?
No.
Sarah Jane.
That's Rose Tyler you're thinking of.
Oh,
Sarah
okay.
Jane was back in day.
Ginger. Donna.
You won't know what she was called Elizabeth or something, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sadly, she died.
Elizabeth Arden Cream.
Well, I did just say sadly she died, and you've decided to. Yeah.
God bless. I hope she's doing well, Elizabeth.
She's
the
dead.
Queen. Oh, I mean, I hope she's doing well up there, Elizabeth. Anyway, shall we go on to our best moments of 2024?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Right, we'll take it in turns. I'm gonna go for.
One of my. I've got quite a few. I don't really know what to go for first. Are we doing this like a draft pick?
I'll pretend I know what that means. I think it's football, isn't it?
It's where you sort of pick one, and once you pick one, the other person can't.
Yeah,
But-
I guess. But I'll just go.
But
I've
I mean,
got
also
that as well.
I've got stuff that I've done that you haven't done.
Oh wait, you've done your personal best moments.
Oh, have you? Are you doing? Oh no, I don't think I've got best moments of 2024. Just I've got things about me and us.
Do you remember when I said that he was arrogant, guys? And the comments were like, "Why would Max think that?" I literally said to George, "Write down some of the best moments of 2024," and he's written down his personal.
It's not
Actually-
like we've
personal-
done tons this year as a fan.
Actually, I've written down.
I really want to hear your list now.
Please.
Okay.
That more than anything, I now want to hear your personal victory lap.
Well, it's actually I've written it down under things proud of.
Don't try and make it better. Come on, your best moments of 2024 were all about yourself. Now, come on, read them
Now
off.
in there I've got Arthur's Tour.
Okay, were you on that?
No.
Okay.
I just thought that was a really nice thing to happen. Are you changing your mind now? Are you? About me?
Well, I'm thinking about society as a whole, but I mean, I do also like Arthur and his music, so yeah, good for him.
I've also got the Bachelor After Live show on there.
Are you fucking serious?
If
What
he
is
doesn't
that?
have any of our live shows,
Obviously, I've got our stuff on there. Obviously, I've got our stuff in there. Okay, I can think off the
Best
dome.
moments of
Everyone
2024. The
else's
Bachelor
stuff.
Arthur live show. Are you for real?
That is so mean and nasty that you
That's
guys are
rude,
laughing at
though.
that.
Sorry.
That's rude.
That
We're
is so
talking
mean and
about
nasty that you're laughing at
society.
that.
I've got like the Wicked movie, the Eras tour, Brat Summer.
Okay, all right. If we're doing that, I can go band for band, but I'll just do it off the top of the dome.
Go on then.
All right, we'll do draft picks. You go
Okay.
first.
Oh no.
Okay, the Wicked movie.
All right. Shit. I'm gonna go for
Coming up to being the
best
highest
moments of the
grossing
year.
movie
As in
musical
what, like
of all
most
time.
like most memorable, or like just like, oh, that was a really cool thing that happened.
Either.
I think most memorable, right?
But it could be either most memorable or like the biggest moment.
Just
of
like
the
in
year.
Alright.
your opinion, what were some of the best moments of 2024
for everyone
For
as
like,
a whole, not
yeah.
just us. Like
Not just for
everyone.
you as George Clarke. You can't.
No,
be like,
I'm
"Oh, I got
aware.
this-
I'm not about
I
to
got-
just. I'm. This
George
is
is
George is
going
gonna
to be like, I bought this really nice jumper.
No, I'm aware of what you're saying now. I wrote
started
down
to grow
stuff
out
that
my
I thought
hair
it
in
was
the
about
back.
us.
I got into a really good gym routine.
No, I'm aware now.
Okay,
I
okay.
can go band for your ass. I'm
Right,
gonna
okay,
go for.
right. Wicked movie for me. When I think about the expectations of that movie and how well it delivered, it could have gone badly. I imagine you've not watched it.
I watched it. No.
So movie musicals have a reputation of not going well. I'd say
Yeah.
the success rate is probably like 70% failure, 30% success.
Are we
And-
going into this level of detail for every single thing?
Yeah, we're literally here to talk about the best moments of the year, and this
Okay.
is one that I feel very passionate about. And it has already, in the short amount of time that it's been out, it's 100 million away from becoming the highest grossing movie musical of all time, behind Mamma Mia. And I think that's iconic.
That is pretty cool. I've actually been tempted to go and watch.
I think you should. Are you like at home with your sister over Christmas?
Yeah.
As she, I think you should go with your sister. I think that you'd love that together.
Okay.
Go on, you.
I'll bank that. What am I gonna go for? The one that's popping out to me at the top of the dome right now.
This one YouTube video that we did, the thumbnail was so good. No, sorry, carry on.
Donald Trump ducking a sniper shot.
Okay, that is
was
good.
a big moment.
And I
yeah.
didn't
That
have
was-
that on my list. That is iconic.
That was pretty fucking.
That was crazy.
That was pretty crazy.
That was crazy.
And as much as I didn't want to think it, as he popped up out of there and was just, I was like, that's a pretty cool man right there.
But
That's-
then that also made me think. I mean, I think we spoke about this on the podcast at the time, didn't
Yeah.
we? That like we think it's fake.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is, but then it healed so quick.
It's
It
just
is.
an
It is
ear.
just an ear, though. to
Do
be fair.
ears heal? What do you mean? Do you,
Apparently they do. I heard a few people speak about it, like that work in combat
I have
sports.
weirdly experience in this. Do you remember when I told you about my ear
I
that someone
wondered why they
punched
look
me in the
like that.
face? Someone punched me, and I had
Yeah.
a purple ear for a while.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes, I got bruised only in the ear, and my whole ear was purple, and it was like that for like 2 months.
Yeah, but
So
that
when
that's a bruising as opposed to.
as opposed to a gunshot.
But that's
wound.
blunt force trauma as opposed to a bit just coming off of it. Think about an ear piercing.
But
you
would
don't
it
go,
ever
oh,
grow
my ear
back,
pierced.
though?
That's got to take 3, 7,
Oh
4,
yeah,
5
ear
days to
piercings
heal.
do just like seal up, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe. Okay then, Fez, whatever. Right, next on my list, Jojo Siwa. This was kind
What
of a year
specific
of.
part?
I mean, dream guest on my podcast, and then just the whole
Okay.
climber
I'm
side
gonna
of it.
clap straight back at you as we're
Oh.
going band for band. I'm gonna go for JoJo Siwa getting no likes on her posts.
That is quite a thing. What are your
That's
thoughts
so
on
much
that?
cooler. That's funnier.
That is quite cool. I find it interesting that people do have the power to just like get together and do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. That's cool.
And then I think about the people that do like, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, if we're all doing this as a joke, obviously people are not going to keep it up forever. But
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
also
quite funny.
like that's like diehard fans be like, no, I may love
Yeah.
JoJo. They also speak like her in that scenario.
True. Weird Dance Moms fact, which is the show that Jojo Siwa was from.
But don't have to tell me that. I know.
When I was in New York, me and Andrew came back on our last night, and do you know who Maddie Ziegler is? The girl
Yeah.
who dances in all the Sia videos.
Yeah.
Her mum, who was also on Dance Moms with Jojo, was just in our hotel lobby. And
You
me
are-
and Andrew,
You were
What?
taking the piss out of me.
I'm
right?
not.
A Nepo mum was in your hotel.
She really big time was.
That's crazy.
Big time was. And we walked past her, me and Andrew, and we both, and it was so interesting because we literally said that we did in that moment the exact same thing that we notice other people do. Say if like somebody recognized me,
Yeah.
they'll look at their friend and like just go blank face. Me and Andrew, we're both like, and then we go to each other. We walked off, And then we were like, oh, we need to go back. We're like, excuse me. And she was like, yeah. Like, she instantly knew. She was like, these two gay boys defo want to pick. Like, oh my God, I could tell.
I don't think that is verbatim what she said.
No, but she definitely thought it. She was like, these two little fairies walking by, I saw the eye contact that they gave me and then each other. They're coming back in a second, I guarantee it. And we were in spade
I wonder
loads.
if, like, when I walk down the street, when you walk down the street, there's if a certain demographics walking, you're like, oh, this is potentially somebody that is gonna recognize me. I wonder what hers is.
I know hers is 100% gay men and like young women.
Okay, next question. Do you think she
10,000%.
saw you coming?
Yes. I said, like, I saw the fear in her face because also it had just been. So they have another daughter called Mackenzie, and she's a singer.
Oh, I love
and
Mackenzie.
The reason
Mackenzie
that they're
Ziegler, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you shut up. I was like, what? How do you know? But then I just told you the last name. Anyway, she just done a concert in New York, so that's why she was there. So Melissa, the mum, was a little bit drunk. I could tell she had a bit tipsy. Don't blame her. It's a kid's show. It's the last night of the tour. You go, Melissa. But I can just know that in that moment she was like, this is the last thing I fucking need. Like, these two queers coming over. Again, she did not say that.
I get it, Mrs. Ziegler.
And I don't think she would have thought it.
I have the same reaction whenever they walk into the studio.
Right, you, go.
Oh my God, I clap. Wait, that was I clapped back immediately with JoJo.
Yes, okay then. Right, okay, my next one. Brat Summer. I mean, I feel like it's spoken about to death. I know. Oh, are we having a Brat Summer? Oh my God. But it is iconic that Charlie XCX, who's been around for years, I've been a fan of her for many, many years, and she's always been recognized by other artists and like a niche group of like, you know, listeners.
Yeah.
But not recognized on a more mainstream level. And this year she just was by like everyone. To have a song with like Billie Eilish, all these huge people, like it really is crazy. So I'm proud of Miss XCX.
So you're going for XCX. Hey, I see yours. Yeah. And I'm firing back with another musical maestro.
Oh my God. If you say KSI.
KSI, the GDBT, thick of it.
I knew that you were going to say KSI. I knew it.
Tell me another song that has been played more times this whole year. You probably can play many.
So
Espresso to being up there.
Probably many. What's his song called? Like Beat It.
Thick of It.
Thick It.
That was Michael Jackson. But you know they're very similar minds.
Yeah.
So
can I actually see how many streams?
It's a real. What I like about the song, not just did it sort of. I would say not even just break the internet. It shattered the internet. Not only did it shatter the internet, it's a nice social commentary on just the life that he's led. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. You know, he's in the thick of it. Everybody knows. He's KSI. Everybody knows he's in the thick of it. They know him where it snows. He skied in and it froze.
Is that actually the word?
Everybody, even down in the sort of the Inuit tribes will be like, "Oh, that's KSI."
I hate that you must have listened to it enough to be able to make references like that, and it is so bad. Bless him. I'm sure he put a lot of effort into it.
He doesn't know nothing. I'll be honest, it's some of the lyrics escape me. But he's been told.
Guess how many streams it's got?
What?
Get that song.
Well, if I've done it, 3 million.
For reference, Espresso, like another big song, has 1.7 billion.
Oh, I'm very well aware Espresso's got way more.
Of course. But just to give a comparison.
100 million.
I was going to say 130 million.
69 million. Woo!
Oh, that's such a sex number. But also, it was released in like October.
Yeah.
Espresso. She got on that shit early. She was looking for the song of the year, and in the old Jans. But hey,
was it January that came out?
I don't know.
I think it was summer. Oh well. Anyway,
it was before our tour.
Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso was released in April 2024. Try and get that many numbers.
So arguably
on a whatever the release thick of it was. I don't want to.
Arguably, if KSI released his song in April, could be on 1.7 billion by now. Fair
exactly.
Enough. That makes sense. Next one.
Now, I mean, that's 3-0 to me.
I did write the Useless Hotline tour, but that again doesn't really fit with the narrative.
Not really groundbreaking, that is it?
I
clap back with Era's tour. Us Swifties know what I'm talking about.
The Eras tour actually is crazy when you think about it. Like when you think about the numbers that did.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is a bit stupid.
She's only just finished
So,
it. Yeah.
I know Arthur came back from his tour and was like, I really struggled to be able to keep singing.
Really?
I said to him, I literally spit on him and I said, Taylor Swift's been going for months and months and months.
He's
and
so ungrateful.
You
that
can't
boy.
do a week and a half, 2 weeks of singing.
God, he's pathetic.
You've not even got half the discography that this woman's packing.
Innit? Oh, grow up. Arthur
I
Hill.
spat on him again after I said it. 'Cause
Good.
I didn't think I got enough on the first time.
I usually spit in his mouth, directly in his mouth. I pry it open. I put it in there, and he likes it. Actually.
Right, what were you going
He really
for?
enjoys it. Eras tour.
No, you can't have that because I just...
Ah, yes, okay. So I said the Useless Hotline tour. That was an
Right,
iconic moment
4-0
for us.
for me. That shit stank.
We can
Next
we
one
can
for
talk
you,
about that
Ribbit.
briefly. We did our first tour this year.
Yeah, we did.
Kind of crazy. We spoke about it ad nauseum on this podcast, but we really enjoyed it, didn't we? It was
Very good fun. It doesn't feel like this year.
It doesn't, does it?
Looking back at that makes me realise just how much has gone on this year.
Year, very long times.
Right, what's your next one, Max?
Doing there, I'm so sorry.
That seemed vaguely racially motivated.
I know it wasn't. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. Next one, Moodeng. That also happened this year.
Pesto.
Oh, I'm not
5-0.
doing that again. I'm not doing that again. We're not having that.
I love that episode where you guys were arguing about
Oh.
this.
You're not doing that
It was
again.
amazing.
You're not doing that agawn for good reason. Look at Moodeng these days.
What is Moodeng doing? She's
Quaking
doing
in her fat boots is what she's doing.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Oh, she's no longer cute and bouncy anymore. She's just fucking podgy pork, not bouncy pork anymore.
Let me search.
We've got
Moodeng.
Pesto still thriving. Yeah, he doesn't look all fluffy anymore, but he doesn't need to look fluffy. He's still an absolute fucking man.
Guys,
mountain.
Moodeng is still adorable. I just looked it up.
They're gonna make films about Pesto, not just like Jamie Oliver's 15-minute meals. They're gonna be making films about Pesto the penguin, just sort of tearing up civilizations.
Pesto is busted right now. Oh my god, I've just googled it. Pesto can Peter, do not come after me. Pesto can kill itself. I mean, what? What? I didn't mean that.
That's mean. I'm gonna look at Pesto right now.
Pesto literally could die, and I don't think the world would care at this point.
That's rude and also mean. And
Like,
also
I've just
quite
searched
nasty.
what Pesto looks like. He's just a big, normal-looking penguin. Like, there's nothing
As
special
I
about
said,
that guy.
he's just a big, fat, yummy boy. Also, he's still growing.
What do you mean he's still growing?
Well, he's not finished yet, is he?
Yes, he is finished.
I've
He's shed all of his
just
hair.
asked him. I'll give him a message.
He's shed all of his hair, and he's now just a fully grown penguin. Do you think that penguins just carry on growing, George?
Yeah, because once they've shed their feathers, that must mean that they're just complete. It's not a fucking cocoon, idiot.
Yes, it literally, that's how it works. They don't grow much taller after, if anything, I'd
Oh,
say
look, he's
that they
already going
probably
back. They don't
should.
grow much taller after.
Let me
Oh,
see, right.
no.
Do
Don't question my
penguins
ornithology.
Stop growing.
That's a big word. What does that mean?
after-
Ornithology is the study of birds.
Do you know I used to...
Ornithologists are bird watchers.
Hey! Pesto's not gonna grow anymore.
Google would-
Doodah. You
Google
took all this hair that Pesto shed and stuck it to the back of your head, you mullet fuck.
Google would have also said Pesto wouldn't be that big at birth. Google could be wrong.
Well, guess what?
Oh, he's stumped. He's stumped.
Guess what? Do you know what else is stumped? Moodeng and her little fat stumpers with still garnishing huge huge crowds. Huge crowds at the zoo. Who's queuing up to see an averagely large penguin at
The
this
majority
point?
of Australia.
No. One of my favourite things, actually, is since that all happened, that, like, Edinburgh Zoo will be like, look at this cute antelope that we have. Auntie the antelope. It's so different than all the other antelopes. It's got an extra little bit of skin over here. We hope nobody comes and queues up to see Auntie the antelope.
Do you know what that shows?
What?
That things can be compared to Moodeng. Nothing compares to Pesto.
That's so stupid, George. That doesn't mean
That's a
anything.
poor argument.
That does not mean... Out of all the arguments you
Yeah,
gave
that
in
was
the
pretty
past,
bad. I'm not gonna
that
lie.
I
was
don't know
your
if that. I
worst.
don't know if that is bad. Think about it. You're clearly not thinking about it at a deeper level. If something is comparable to Moodeng, that means there's things that are
We literally
in
spent
a
a whole
in a
episode
similar domain.
comparing
There is nothing
Pesto
like Pesto
to Moodeng.
Yeah.
We literally spent a whole episode comparing them.
Okay,
and
but-
you compared them. We both compared them. You can't just say nothing compares,
No,
and that means that no one's compared to it.
No, in terms of
God, I can't lie, he's got you.
You guys are you're gonna wake up and realize you got egg on your face. The reason they're comparing Moodang and those other things is because the only thing they've got special about them is that they're small. Nothing's being compared to Pesto because nothing else has been born that size. Nothing's been compared to him in that same way, which means Pesto is far clearer of Moodang. Thank you very
What
much.
the hell are you even talking about? Honestly,
He doesn't
shut
even
up.
understand.
Literally, shut up. This is
Bless him. He's fighting a losing battle here. So should we move on to the next one?
right. Do you know what? Just for your sake, George, I'll let us move on. Oh, man got shot in the street of New York, Luigi, and everyone wants to shag him. That's kind of crazy. Have you not seen that?
I have. We were there like a week beforehand.
Yeah, no, but I was there when it happened. It happened a block down
Well,
from me.
not a competition, is it?
Yeah, but if it was, then I would have won because it happened a block down from me whilst I was there.
What's
How
the
crazy.
everyone wants to shag him part? This is
So,
news to me.
so the guy that shot the healthcare guy,
Oh, the guy that shot him, yeah.
yes, he's been arrested and found.
Oh,
and
I
everyone
do know what
fancies
you're
him.
on about. Yeah.
Everyone
yeah.
fancies him. He's called Luigi, and everyone fancies him. And like DJs have been playing like DJ sets with his face on screen. Like it's gone so viral. Everyone just thinks
with the
he's
amount
both it.
of people that want to wed Luigi, they should call him Mario. They don't have to be great, mate.
The Super Mario movie came out.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't
that
we
was
watch
fucking
it together?
Shit. Yeah, I slept through half it.
No, it came out this year.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you
Search
putting that
it.
down as one of your things?
No, but I'm just saying it. Right.
Oh, so I've got to
okay.
rebuttal your assassination attempt. Well, successful assassination is what I've got to
Yeah.
come back from here. Is it?
Yeah, the Mario movie came out 2023, like I said.
Okay, easy rebuttal.
Carry on.
Easy rebuttal. You've gone for the death of a healthcare CEO.
Well, no, I didn't say that was one of my moments. I said
Seems like it was.
One of your
I've gone for the death of breakdance as we know it. Ray Gunn.
Ray Gunn. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of the birth and death of breakdance as we know it, because it was the first year that it was recognized as an official sport in the
Yeah.
Olympics, and probably the last
She
year
did
that
a
it's
sort
going to
of
be
dirty
recognized.
protest all over the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that move that she did? This was kind of crazy.
Oh, it was WWE-esque. I don't think you will really get that. There'll be people in the comments that understand what I'm on about here. There was a WWE guy that used to go like,
Oh,
and
wow.
that
I
was
met
a
The Rock.
signature move.
I met The Rock this year.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Was that your one? Okay, I'll come up with
No,
another
it's
one.
not mine. No, we're not talking about individual. Ray Gunn. Do you feel bad for Ray Gunn?
Nope.
After every Fez.
Don't get on the stage if you can't compete.
He
Said to Moodang.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Where is Moodang? Can we visit it, or is it too far?
East Asia.
Oh, fuck that.
Bottom of an acai bowl for all I
Right,
care.
it was- Oh my god. That's awful. How dare you?
What's your next one?
Next up, oh my god, I had Ray Gunn down. I had Ray Gunn down. The only other one that I've got is the birth and popularity of Chapel Roan, but I mean, yeah,
That's
probably
the
not.
only other thing you had down.
Yeah,
Sleepy Joe, that was a good one.
Sleepy Joe. What? Just
Joe
Joe
Biden
Biden
just
being really old.
Malfunctioning on stage. That was just.
That is quite crazy. But the more clips that I saw of that, the more I was like, oh, this is a bit wild, isn't it? Yeah.
That whole American election thing, that we need to take note, because there was shit going on. My view page was full of it.
Me too.
The Charlie Kirk interview, whereas what does fetus mean? And then she's like, I don't know. It means little human.
Yeah. Oh my god, he freaks me out. Wait, is that when they pull the chair up in front of each other and there's a circle of people around them? He freaks me out big time. When I was in America, I went to Trump Tower just to see what it was like. It blew
You
my
had a
mind.
meeting there with.
Oh yes, yeah. I was talking about my plans to, let's leave
His
that
plans to
between us.
Trump.
No, we went in because we were just like, what is even in this? Like, we're curious. He's selling Donald Trump sneakers, Donald Trump perfumes, Donald Trump hats, obviously, badges, clothing, tracksuits, golf caddies. We were like, what the hell is going on? He's just released a His and Hers perfume, $200 a bottle, and I think it's called Victory or something like that.
I just fully respect it. It's quite funny.
It's crazy. It's like, what? And honestly, the amount of people that were like, oh my God, honey, we got to get some sneakers. We got to get some, Joe will love the sneakers. And we were like, what? Me and Andrew were like looking around.
What does a Donald Trump sneaker look like?
Oh, they're so hideous. There were some that were just bright like gold, and they were like $300 a pair or something. There was a Donald Trump cafe there, which was crazy. A Donald Trump restaurant.
Oh, they are
and bar.
absolutely... They look like something 2012 KSI LGBT would wear.
Let me see.
What are those, like genuine worn ones? They go for $354K on eBay.
354K? Like 1,000? What?
That's a Donald Trump sneaker.
That is very KSI.
Let me see. Yeah, they're the ones that we saw. They're hideous. It's crazy. Like, America is just a different... Like, they enjoy that. I mean, we were in New York at the same time.
Yeah.
It's such a different culture of, like, the consumerism out there is just so common and overwhelming. Like, it freaks me out. Big time, baby.
Facts, no printer.
Do you have one last one? Come on, search that little noggin of yours. Think 2024, 2020. Think all the way back to January, February, March.
There's all sorts of shit that happened. Let me just rattle some things off for you.
Oh. Okay.
Nick Ocado avocado weight loss that was potentially fake.
Yes.
Kyson at Sabathorn got to 720,000 subscribers. Previous record was 320,000.
Wow.
Which means he more than doubled it.
Wow.
There was a Beta Squad charity match for the first time. Mr. Beast hit 300 million subscribers. BBL Drizzy dropped.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
No.
Don't shoot.
I'm not using the one that you've already done.
Oh.
The Turk at the Olympic Games.
Oh, yes.
What else? Tom Daly started selling knitted clothing more.
That did happen. Trisha Paytas released a podcast. That's quite important to me.
Hock Tour girl happened.
She did, and did you see that she's like scammed people?
Yep. She's like...
Did you not see that?
No.
So she created her own crypto coin.
What was it called? Crypto?
I think something like that.
It
or like
was
Hock,
something very similar.
and it like Tour
Nice.
coin or Hock Tour or something like that.
Crypto. Come on, that's
Something
so,
like
so
that.
much better.
That is actually
That's
better.
really good.
It was like a meme crypto coin.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know the ins and outs of crypto. I don't really know how it works. So this is the general gist that I got. Basically, she promoted it. A bunch of people invested in it, and then she sold it like instantly. And then basically scammed, and then it dropped like instantly and scammed like a bunch of her followers out of like thousands of dollars. So then people were like, apparently it goes down as like one of the biggest crypto scams in like, which when I found out how much people invested in it, I was like, who the hell is listening to Hock Tour's podcast? First of all, she has a podcast that's so successful in the US.
I really want to see the numbers on this thing.
Oh, it's really successful in the US, and she released a coin, and instantly it got like millions. Like, who is doing this? I seriously don't understand it.
God, this is so depressing to watch. Talk Tour. Oh my God, 2.7 million, 888K. Is that the first episode? It got 2.7 million.
It will do, yeah. It's massive.
How many subs is she on?
204K.
Okay.
Her podcast is huge.
First podcast episode, 2.7 million, 800K, 650K, 500K, 800K, 330, 300.
Give me the latest
250.
episode.
2 weeks ago, 425K.
Shit,
Who the fuck cares? Hock Tour?
Hey.
What the hell is she doing that
Respect.
we're not?
Yeah, no, fair play.
Respect, Hock Tour.
She just scammed everyone. We've lost respect.
Fair enough.
But what is she doing? She literally had one. Hey.
Careful. Don't get jealous.
No. I'm not jealous. Like I actually am jealous. Yeah. But like
She did one thing. She said one thing.
But it blows my mind. Like when you blow up in America, there's such a huge audience that you blow up to. And then it makes me think, like, when like we blew up, for example, like when you did your beat video.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was just like to an American audience. You could have got 10 million followers off the back of that.
I don't know. It wasn't that great.
but like something along those lines. Like when I had the whole Disney thing.
Yeah.
Like if I was an American person, would I have just got, because like when you look at like blowing up in America, that's like 15 million followers, like that's nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like crazy that just happens. Like how can she have one moment, release a podcast and get 2.7 million views? Like good on her, but obviously she's scamming
freaking
people,
god.
so.
AJ and Big
Tracy live and direct.
AJ, Big Justice and the Rizzler all came around this year.
Boom.
Yeah.
I love
Double chocolate cookie.
Boom. Oh,
I'm a chicken bag.
That's crazy. Again, like
They went on fucking Jimmy Fallon.
yeah, like what is going on? Why have we not been on anything? What is the equivalent?
Because we can't go to Costco.
What is the equivalent?
chocolate cookie.
Is there even an equivalent?
And
of,
a
like,
chicken
Jimmy
bag.
Fallon? Jonathan Ross. We would never get on Jonathan Ross for having a viral meme. Are you joking?
I would.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that concludes our recap on 2024. Oh, go on. What's happening?
I'm trying to think of other things that have happened.
Oh, I thought you were
missing
getting
a
ready
lot,
to do
but
the predictions.
No,
I
I
thought
just
you were
thought-
channeling your psychic energy.
Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson. That's
He
quite a big
did. What were your thoughts on that?
one. It was sad.
Yeah, that's what everyone said, really.
It was just, you could tell even by the walkout before it even got in the ring. You're like, that is just, he may be able to hit pads hard, but your legs go before you, like,
That's a
your
really good
arms.
point, actually. I didn't even think about it like that.
Your
like,
legs are your thing that
yeah,
go.
or even
Like
your
if
back.
you can do this as much. People
Yeah.
in nursing homes, they can move their up body, but
Yeah.
their legs are just gone.
Me,
Yeah,
I can do that till the cows come home. But at the end of the day, this cow's got to go home at some point,
yeah,
and I will be being wheeled there.
yeah. But no, it's just quite sad.
Yeah.
And then just his arse being out on TV. It's just
so funny.
So
Who's?
in
Mike
the
Tyson, did you
His
not see
ass
this?
came out. I didn't watch
no,
the
he
fight,
was just
shockingly.
in his dressing room, was doing an interview, and then walked off, and he just turned around, his arse was out.
What, so he just got naked?
No, he
He
just
was
had
in like a jock strap,
yeah.
I think, and it was.
Oh.
But his ass, he turned around, walked away from camera. The camera, you could just see his ass. Please show him the video.
crazy.
Please, George. Please
That
show him
sounds
the
like
video.
a sketch comedy moment.
And Jake's in his dressing room watching the TV, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, bless him.
Very funny.
No, he just turned around, and I'm not gonna have to fucking save this photo. Am I? Fine. He just turned around and walked off, and just had his whole arse out.
That is crazy.
On live TV.
That is crazy. Come on, Mike. We've got more.
I'm sure many
composure than
people
that.
did that night.
Oh my god. Okay. We're moving on.
I know, yeah.
What about predictions for 2025? So last year, on this very episode of the podcast, I predicted that Molly and Tommy were going to break up, channeling my psychic powers. So would you like to hear my predictions this year?
Sure. This is what everybody's tuning in for.
Of course.
The Oracle himself.
So, first one. We will have definitive proof that aliens are real. I feel like we've been on the tiptoe of it, and I feel like the government know that aliens are real and they've got the proof. I feel like something is going to be so undeniable that happens in mainstream
this
media
year specifically?
because I just feel like with all these drones that are happening, have you seen all the drones in America?
What do you mean? What
As of like the last 2 weeks,
people just flying drones around?
unidentified 6-foot-long drones have been found in certain parts of America. The government had a full meeting about it, the military, the government, and they called people, the big world, like people from every single state came,
Yeah.
and the general consensus was, we have no idea what these are, and we have no way of finding out
But
now.
you think that it's alien then,
That's
as opposed
that's
to just
what they're
somebody building
coming
a
to.
big drone?
Well, exactly. They either thought that it was like Russia, but then they were like, if it was, our systems would have picked up the technology, been able to scan what it is and verify it like instantly. Whereas we literally have no. And then when all the news started to break about it, they all randomly, a bunch of them, went really far out into the Pacific Ocean and dropped into the sea. Is that not crazy? This happened like last week.
Sounds more like something something intelligent, like people would do to try and get intelligence.
Or
as opposed to-
aliens that can live in the sea.
No, but an alien would just fly it back off home, wouldn't it?
How do we know? What if they've been living underneath the ocean?
If
We
they've
have
been
no.
if they've been living on our planet, they aren't aliens.
True.
No, not true.
What is an alien? Isn't it just like an unidentified thing?
An alien is like a foreign living being.
Yeah. So yeah.
Something
Once
not
again,
foreign,
proven wrong.
Well,
sorry.
that is living on our planet, so it's not foreign living being.
But yeah, so that's my prediction. I genuinely believe that that's gonna happen.
I'm finding out what the definition of an alien is.
Oh God, you're so annoying, aren't you? You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm George and I got one thing wrong. Come on, give it to me. Come
Well,
on,
no, it's
dickwad.
just says belonging to a foreign. Well, that's what it says, belonging to a foreign country.
Oh, there we freaking go.
You can have
A hypothetical or fictional being from another world.
Well, that we're not taking that as the fucking thing.
hypothetical.
It's just something that's foreign to you. Yeah, bitch.
Okay, then you alien.
Do you have any? Do you have one?
Yeah. Zendaya up the duff.
I got that they'll get engaged. Ooh, I don't think that they're gonna get pregnant. I think engaged is more likely.
No,
But
they're getting
go
up
on.
the duff.
Oh, is it Tom Holland's child or?
That's all I was told.
Oh, okay, okay, by the aliens.
Yeah.
And wait, we can't call them that. They get offended. Sorry.
Have I got? Are you doing another one then?
Tom Holland and Zendaya get engaged. That was mine.
Well, you can't steal my one.
No, but that's literally written, so I didn't steal anything.
Sure,
actually.
it was, pal. Yeah.
What
we're
if
all,
they?
we're all
what if-
gonna we're all gonna claim it.
Wait. Imagine if both happen and then we're like super psychics together.
I don't really care if that happens because I said it first and you copied my answer. So what's your next one?
Wait. I wanna touch fingers and say them together to channel both of our psychic energy and see if it actually comes through. And if we have the same one
you're way
written
too
down,
far away.
No.
I
But if we
assure
have
you,
the same ones written down,
I
then this
assure
means
you,
that it's
you
really...
won't have these other ones written down.
Come on.
This is just a thing that's not gonna. You won't
No, it
have
is,
these
it is,
written
it is.
down.
Right, come here. Right.
You won't have these.
Right, we have
written
to say
down.
it at the same time. Are you ready? I've got a feeling that we're going to say the same thing.
Okay.
I genuinely do.
Okay.
And I've been right about a few predictions before.
This is just not going to be the same thing.
No, it is. Right. Are you ready? On 3, 2, 1, we'll
Yeah.
both say it. Okay. Channel your
3
psychic energy. Channel
right.
it, channel it, channel it.
I'm channeling it.
3, 2, 1. Max will get a
KSI
six-pack.
LGBT sports personality of the year.
That's just ridiculous. You could have at least done some more realistic like mine.
Well,
That's just stupid.
that was on my. I did predictions for you as well, not predictions for.
Oh,
I said.
I
you-
get sports personality of the
No, I
year.
said predictions for Max. One of them on there is end in you will end the next year in the best shape of your life.
Ooh.
Big compliment, well
I
done.
agree.
So yeah, KSI. My prediction.
Is that a genuine
my
one?
prediction for 2025 is KSI LGBT will get sports
What
personality
the hell are you?
of the
Why don't
year.
you just say KSI? KSI legit LGBT. Is that what you say? KSI LGBT?
No, he's going to get sports personality of the year.
Oh. Is that real? Does he do sports?
Oh, he doesn't just do them. He performs them.
Oh. Surely that's worse. I can perform a sport,
Well,
but I
no,
can't
it's
do
just,
it.
It's an art. It's an art form.
Oh, okay.
So I'm imagining 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 fights next year, and those alone, they'll excel him into super sporting stardom, and everyone will be like, do you know what? This is a generational boxer.
Just from the boxing?
Yeah.
That is a very bold claim.
Yeah. Because isn't it that, like, all the boxing that he does is not seen as, like, actual boxing? Like,
No,
that
but-
whole industry is not classified as, like it wouldn't pass in the Olympics.
Oh,
But
so-
they are classed as pro fights, so they're not amateur fights. They are
Right.
professional fights. So he has a professional
Yeah, no,
record.
he's
Right.
But I don't want to say the culture of like boxing, but yeah, the boxing industry is kind of like it's not
Yeah,
really
they don't
real.
acknowledge it.
Kind of, yeah.
And this year is everyone's gonna go, do you know what? He's the one.
Okay, wow.
Do you want to hold your laugh in? No.
I'm assuming you're being sarcastic, or you're just very proud of the strides he's made.
No, yeah,
Either
that's-
way, one of mine, weirdly, which I should have said then, if my psychic powers were working properly, is George will do a YouTube boxing match.
Fuck off! I would pay so much. to
That
watch
just,
that.
I'm telling you now, categorically will not happen.
I know, but I feel like if like 3 of the Sidemen were like, oh, George, you'd be really good at that, I feel like you'd just be like, yeah, I'll do that, and then you
No,
just end up doing it.
I've spoken to them. They've literally said, "There's no point in you doing it."
Why? For what? That sounds offensive. What reason did they give? What, like you're gonna get twatted?
But there's like 2 reasons to do it.
Mm-hmm.
One, because you're so big, you're gonna get a ridiculous paycheck, and it's just you're gonna get a load of money for it. Or 2, because people are gonna
Like find it funny.
they're gonna find you through boxing.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a load of quote unquote content creator boxers who basically just box, don't really make any content, but people just know them for that sort of.
Isn't
realm.
that like that Simple Simon man? Is he that?
No,
Like Paul
not
No.
really.
I don't know what I'm talking about, do I?
No,
Oh,
but
anyway.
I just can't be bothered. It's so much
Right.
time and effort, and like everything else would just get put to the side, and then you'd have to.
I would hate.
it's
I
just
don't
like-
think I could physically watch someone beat you up. That isn't me.
You
If I
wouldn't
was
have
doing
to.
it.
You wouldn't have to. That's not a thing that you have to worry about because.
Oh, because you'd win.
Yeah, but
No, but I would just. I don't enjoy that. Like I
No.
don't enjoy, unless it is people. I guess like. But then, so if it is someone like Jake Paul, for example,
yeah.
I would maybe enjoy watching him get punched. But again, I think that's because in order to get people to watch, he does all of these annoying interviews where he's like, and KSI does it where he's like, I'm so fucking solid. And like they have to
Yeah.
be annoying so that you kind of want to watch them fight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can't imagine you doing that. You being like,
No, it'd be.
whoever I'm against is gonna get fucking killed. Like,
Yeah,
that just
no,
wouldn't
I
happen.
wouldn't do that. I don't know how I'd attack it, and
Would
we
you
won't
go?
ever find out.
True. Is there anybody in your friend group that do you think would be most likely to do it? I don't think any of them would really.
Question.
I think
Who's most likely?
well,
to
Arthur
do it?
TV would be most likely to, but
Really?
Oh, because
Yeah.
he's done boxing before.
Oh, was he?
yeah.
I thought he was a lawyer. He was fighting crime. That was quite good for me.
That was very good. Well done. Yeah, no. So he was he.
Oh, round of applause. Come on, I deserve a round of applause. That was good for me. Come on, George, admit
Well done,
it.
there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, so he just boxed at uni, I think.
Oh, okay. I did kickboxing one time. Twice, actually, and then I got kicked out of the group because I was messing around, but I did it.
Well done, man. I'm proud of
Thank
you.
you. I have another prediction. We will go to Australia. I feel it. I feel it happening.
Yeah.
I feel like something could happen with our podcast where we end up going. I don't know why. We've been putting the vibes out there, and I think that early next year we can start doing something like that. I would want that to happen.
Well, we'd go early next year.
No, but like we could like maybe start having conversations, see if we have the market out there to do some sort of like shows.
Is that a prediction?
Yeah.
That's- Can you make a prediction that you're consciously currently making an effort to want to happen? That doesn't seem like something that you can make a prediction about.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
I predict that next year I'll probably eat a burrito at some point because I'm craving burritos. That doesn't really.
Okay, George. Okay, you win again. I hope you feel good about it. I predict that George will still be proving me wrong every time I speak in 2025. How's that?
Well, that's just like a safe bet. My next one, a Lifetime Achievement Award for Mr. Tumble.
I would like to see it. He's not. No, I was thinking about. Yeah, I would like to see it.
Any arguments against that?
Honestly, not a single one. Where is this man's OBE? Where is his MBE? Where is his PhD?
I don't know what his. I only know him as Mr. Tumble. I'm sorry, I don't know his actual name. But I'm just a big fan of what he does.
Me too.
Anything else? Oh, are we now moving on to personal predictions as well? Because you seem to be throwing them in the mix. You said. So,
shut
when we were
up.
doing look back on the year, suddenly it was no, we can't make it personal. We can't make it personal.
No, the look back on the year was the best moments of 2024, George.
And then
I'm
now
allowed
let's
to
make
predict
now let's make
whatever the hell I
predictions for the
want.
next year.
I'm
And then
allowed to predict
you
whatever
whip
I
out
want.
what you steal one of mine. You say one other thing, and then you go.
I stole one
Oh,
of
we're
yours.
gonna
You
go.
didn't
We're
even
gonna go
write
to
any down.
Australia. I
How
want to
did I
go to
steal one of
Australia.
yours? How did I steal one of yours? You didn't even come up with any. How did I steal it?
It's written down here on my phone.
Do you know you give Lord Farquaad energy sometimes? When I look at
I'm
you,
literally taller than you.
when I look over you to you though at this desk, it looks like you've got little tiny legs, and you're just there. And I think annoying little Farquaad.
Should we get up and disprove the theory then?
Yeah, you're just little Farquaading over there. Look, far. You
You give me
far
Shrek
away.
energy.
I wish you were far, far, far away, Farquaad.
You give me donkey
I'll take that.
X dragon energy.
Oh, donkey. Absolute love that. Are you joking? That's ideal. I'm literally a talking donkey that can fly. Are you taking the piss? You are a little tiny man with a bob.
You come in at the end of the film. I'll be the main antagonist for the first film.
Who gets eaten by who? My mum.
So, yet again, you're feeding off me.
Okay. I don't know. That's a win. Is a chicken like, oh yeah, bro, like you keep eating off me then, come on, and then we just kill it and eat it. Oh, that's quite tight. Anyway.
Oh, that's quite tight.
Yeah, quite mean, innit, that we actually kill stuff. Like, I got to interview the cat. Have you watched Gavin and Stacey?
You got to interview the cat.
The cast. I was going to say cast of Gavin.
Is this
and
a prediction,
Stacey.
Max? If not, I don't want to hear it.
No, it's not. But it's just something that I thought of. Have you ever watched? Are you a watcher of Gavin and Stacey?
I watched the Christmas one.
Oh, so you've not like properly watched it?
No.
Oh, it'll go on deaf ears then. It was lovely. That's all you need to know. James Corden hugged me this morning and said.
This morning.
This morning.
What, like after you woke up?
No. I was still asleep. It was quite weird, actually, quite invasive. I was like, James.
Yeah.
No, he hugged me this morning after the interview, and he said, "You can tell that you're going to go far in this. I really, really enjoyed it. I hope that you do really well in your career." And I said, hire me to do something. Why don't you?
Did you wait outside for the next interviewer to come in and listen up to the door?
That was really weird. That was really weird, George. My last prediction that I have is a personal one, I guess. But it says that George will remain to be single.
That's a mean one. Bringing that into the world.
I'm just thinking because I have a, you've got such a big career year ahead of you. I imagine, you're so successful.
The giggle afterwards.
You're
says
not
different.
going to. No, that was a cough actually. James
Nope.
Corden had a cold and he gave it to me when we kissed with tongue. So I think you're going to be so swept up in all your success that you've built for yourself this year that's going to carry on into next year that you're not going to have time to pursue anyone, let alone your wife. Do you know what? I was looking at clips just in general on TikTok the other day, and the one came up of you saying like, "Where is my future wife? Like, where is she?" And then it made me really laugh because I remembered that you did climbing club for a while.
That funny, is it? Why is
Because
climbing
you were
club
like,
funny?
I keep going to climbing club recently, and I feel like my future wife is not at climbing club.
That's a valid statement.
I know,
but
that is just funny to me. Like, it is just funny that
It's
like
a very sweet statement as well.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was. I doubt she is there.
Well, I also doubt that, and I said that then. But oh wait, prediction: where is your future wife? She's making fan edits. No, don't say that. They'll all get, whoa.
No.
Whoa, sorry. No, I was joking, girls. That was a lie. I mean, a joke. Could happen.
No.
Probably won't. Go on.
I don't know.
Let's predict. We've put so much psychic energy out there. And this podcast has psychic powers. Where is she right now?
I don't know. What am I meant to say? What am I whipping
a
out here?
prediction. The first thing, sometimes if you really clear your head and just let whatever comes in, as random as it might feel, that is the psychic prediction.
She's at home bargains looking at the kettles.
Becky Jones. Oh my God. Becky, call up right now. This is crazy. Do you know, I posted by accident a friends only video of us two doing that dance. She was the only person that commented on it saying, "Love you too." Meaning the number 2, meaning she means love you
I
as
know,
well.
I understand English.
But that means, what? This is psychic. No, she absolutely did. I promise you. This is psychic. You just described Becky Jones, and she commented saying that she loves you. She is your future wife. Oh my God. This is crazy. That's George. That's actually you can't deny the psychic powers of that.
That's just not how psychic powers work.
How else do they work? You tell me. Thought so. Becky Jones, comment down below. I'll set the both of you up. We've got this. Oh my god, you can can do so many what I eat in a days. You can do so many vlogs to home bargains. Like, that's iconic. I love that for you. I'm so happy for you, George.
My final one that I had down that's not a prediction for us was Arthur Hill UK Top 20 song.
Oh, has he not already had that?
No.
That surprises me. I thought his last one did, charted. I swear it charted, his last one. The one that, Hey Arthur.
I don't know if it did.
Oh.
Or if it
That
did, I don't
shocks me
know
now.
I don't think he's ever got a top 20. I feel like I would have known
Yeah,
if he had.
but do they not mostly celebrate a top 10 now? I feel like he would have had a top 20, maybe not a top 10.
Even top 20 is very hard. Top 100 is very likely.
Yeah, but his song did so well. Like his Hey Arthur.
I'm telling you, he wouldn't have.
I'll Google find out.
That's interesting then. That surprises me. I mean, do you know what? I think that's a prediction based on a lot of facts. So I see that as well. Yeah.
Right, do you want me to give you predictions for you?
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, no, but I don't have a choice. So yeah. God.
First one: 3 mainstream TV appearances.
Oh, I like the way this is going, baby.
3.
3. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. What?
He peaked at 19
Oh,
in the
Arthur
official
Hill
charts for 1 week.
See, I told you.
Well,
Hurt Me Again.
Oh.
Wait, is that the album?
This is a
It's
different person.
that
I
would
think.
be-
No, it's even got his thingy. It's 100% the same person.
Hurt Me Again.
Is that the name of his album or EP, maybe?
I don't think he's released an EP, has he? Unless
I
that
thought he just
website's
released
got him mixed up with
singles.
someone else, maybe.
It's literally him.
I know, but the website.
Oh, the website might have it wrong.
Because that's weird. It's not called. The EP's not called Hurt Me Again, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't know now. That would make sense because it's him boxing, remember? In a boxing ring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
does
make sense.
Yeah, to be fair, that does make sense. But was it an EP or was it just a one video?
Official independent singles. Oh, official independent singles. Okay, so it's not the official main charts actually. It's for independent single releases. But even still, Hurt Me Again, I've never heard of it.
No, I've not heard of Hurt Me Again.
How weird though. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, do go on. So 3 TV show appearances. That's good. Does that mean I'm going to get arrested and it's going to be on the news? Or does that mean good? Max did a good thing.
Max did good things.
Thank you, George.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've also already said that you're going to end the year in the best shape of your life.
Oh, God, you're trying to shag me, aren't you? Look at this.
I've said Andrew's going to get pregnant.
Oh my God, he's well on his way. Honestly, should look at him.
That's mean.
No,
That's
quite
the lowest
accurate.
form of humour, is it? Is a fat joke. I've said you'll double in size on YouTube. Good fun though, that isn't it? What else have I said? I said you're gonna get a new haircut.
Oh, do you know I've been thinking about that? That's so weird.
I feel like I've only ever known you with this haircut. I feel like at some point you're gonna get a new one.
That's interesting. I've really been thinking about it recently because I did a shoot or I did something, I can't remember, and I had to style my hair there and my hair was down, not up, and everyone was like, oh my God, your hair looks so good, down with I don't know, it kind of used to, sort of, not like Bieber fringe, but closer to that sort of territory.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, but I feel like that's so childish, something like that. And they were like, oh, but if you did something like a hybrid or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll think about it. Interesting.
I've said you'll probably get ill at some point.
Oh, okay. Wow, we're taking a turn.
Not
All
like deathly ill. Just you probably will get a cold. That's a sound prediction. I thought that's something that I would bank to come true.
James Corden.
Get ready for me to clip this after I don't know, maybe a few months, and then just sort of afterwards be like, I told you on the podcast that this would happen. Max got ill.
Genuinely, today when I was interviewing James Corden,
Did you interview James Corden today?
I did. I've not spoke about it a lot, but I did. Yeah, he had a really bad cough and said that he was on the back end of like a really bad cold. Don't make a joke. Don't do it. So then when he climbed out of my ass, I
Climbed out.
I don't know why I said climbed out. No, but and then when I was speaking to him, all I thought was, oh my God, I'm going to catch you cold. Oh my God, I'm going to catch you cold. And I think I might have caught it, but it was worth it. And he was so lovely. So carry on.
You'll get drunk at some point.
Oh.
These predictions go crazy right now. Finally, you'll go pro on Pokemon.
I've been thinking about that as well. I Googled the other day official tournaments in the UK and I thought, how funny if I actually filmed this and did it.
You could enter a professional Pokemon tournament for a YouTube video.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a brilliant idea.
Shall I do it? Shall I do it? I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. That's happening. 100% that's happening.
Such a good idea.
That's happening. Wow. I have another 2025 prediction for you, George Clarke.
Mm-hmm.
That you are going to be in the Sidemen charity match.
That would be sick.
Woo!
Although, that is happening, so not really a great prediction. Unless
Okay.
I get injured.
This time,
That would really upset me
No,
if that were to happen.
Please don't put that out there. Bad vibes. So how are you feeling?
Cool. I feel like when they revealed it, I didn't really know how to react.
How did they reveal it? Tell us.
So I sat down. I turned up for Sidecast, the Sidemen podcast, and it was Harry, Simon, Josh, and JJ. And I just walked in. I sort of like sat on the sofa. They do like the more Sidemen on because they were just doing like meeting sort of businessy stuff. And then I was sort of like, when they were ready, like the crew were like, "Oh, come on over now," and they were like, "What are you doing here?" So I was like, the Sidemen official Instagram account messaged me and said, "Do you fancy coming on a Sidecast?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And they were just, I feel like it was a bit. It must have been a bit because they're all like, "I don't know why you're here." So sort of sat between.
That would make me feel like, shall I leave?
Yeah, I was a bit like, okay. Didn't even get given like an actual microphone, just one that was handheld. It's quite funny. But then, sat between them. We were just sort of sat between Harry and Simon. I felt most at home. And then just had, we just like film the podcast. And then Santa turned up and gave out gifts to everyone. Gave 2 to Harry, 2 to me, 2 to Simon, 2 to Josh, 2 to JJ. And then he was just about to leave. And then it was like, "Oh, we've got 2 more gifts." And I was like, "What the hell's Dumbledore doing here?" No, I didn't say that. And he gave one to Harry. I can't remember what he gave Harry. Just something. And then he gave one to me. And I held it in my hand. And I was like, this feels like some sort of clothing item. And at that point, I was like, I think it's going to be a jersey for the charity match, but not being like, oh, I definitely need to be in the charity match this year. But like, I was like, that would be like a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously it was, but I was trying to I was in the mindset of like, don't assume, just try and act surprised. And then I sort of took it out, and nobody was like, "Hey," or like, "Do you want to play in the match?" So I just sort of took it out, and I was like, "Oh, a Sidemen FC jersey." They were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Does this mean what I think it does?" And then everyone's still quiet, and Simon just goes, "Well, what do you want it to mean?" And also I was like, "This is so weird."
Yeah.
And then I was like, I just made a joke. I was like, "Oh, the Sidemen are sponsored by Visit Qatar." So I had that on and then exactly this exact reaction happened then. And then they were like, I was like, "Oh, am I in?" They sort of laughed, and I was like, "Oh, am I in the match?" And then they were like, "You can be if you want to be." And I was like, "Yeah." And they just sort of went, "Hey." I was like, I don't know how to react right now.
That is very random. I guess for them, obviously, they know it's a big deal, but they probably I don't know. They might have expected you to be like, "Oh my God!"
I know, but I think they know I'm not that sort of person. But I left, and I was just like, a little smile to myself. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." I don't think it really has sunk in yet. Like that is, it's sold out Wembley. It's a 90,000
That's crazy.
people in Wembley
That's
playing a sport that I'm not fantastic at.
You're quite good though, aren't you?
I'm all right.
Better than me.
So turning up to the sidecast, there was a little bit of me that was like, oh, it could be now, because I saw a clip that was Simon saying that this year they're going to try and make the announcements for the charity match a little bit more exciting, like put more into it than just it being like a tweet or whatever. So I think I've filmed like 3 or 4 Sidemen videos since that, and at each one I've been like, this would be a good scenario. And then there was one that the dating video was filmed on my birthday, and I was like, oh, this seems like a good time to do it. It obviously didn't happen. But also, by the way, not been said anywhere actually, this. We filmed the dating video on my birthday. Just filmed that, sort of went home, didn't really think, I went straight from, I'd just come back from New York, went straight from the airport there, filmed that, went straight home, changed, and literally went straight out to the TikTok Awards to see Italian Batch be robbed. I'm sure Cara May watches every single minute of this podcast.
I'm sure,
and you deserve it. But then I got a message off Simon, was like, was it your birthday today? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, what the fuck, didn't you say anything? And then Tanya, their producer, was like, oh, I'm so sorry, George, we didn't realise it was you. And then JJ messaged me and was like, oh, happy belated birthday, bro. And I was like, no problem, man. No problem. I got really nervous. And then they were like, oh, Tanya was like, oh, the boys have like sorted you like a present or something. I was like, what? They sent me a phone.
Oh yeah, you told me. That is so nice.
They literally didn't have to, obviously, and they wouldn't. They weren't like, oh, make sure you mention it on the podcast. Just out of nowhere, I just sort of got home, and Arthur was like, oh yeah, I had to like give like a passcode or something, or like I had to get sent to concierge or whatever, like to like work around it. And I just opened it up. There was just phone like came out. I was like, this is. I was convinced it must have been something else, and but on the little sort of sheet, it was just like, happy birthday, George, for the Sidemen. And I was like, that's. Yeah, it was like completely unnecessary. But the best bit is, it was Ethan's wedding like a couple of days later. Turned up to the reception for that. Most of the boys were there, so I sort of went round like, oh, thanks very much for the phone. And they were like, oh, don't worry, man, it's fine. I went over to Harry and I was like, oh, thanks for the phone. And he was like, well, I don't know why we gave it to you. It was stupid. It was like just completely against the idea. It was quite funny. But yeah, that happened. But anyway, back to the original story. So yeah, when I was second guessing everything, being like, oh, could it be? Couldn't it be? But I should stress, not thinking that I deserved or should be in the charity match.
No, you told me that if they didn't give it to you, then you would have kicked off.
Yeah,
you did say that
time
to me, and I've got proof. But carry on.
Yeah, but I was like, Christmas Day, the podcast that comes out on Christmas. There's chances here. I was in my head. I was like, oh, maybe they'll be given presents, and it'll. I thought in my head before going, I was like, oh, I reckon they might like put like a jersey and like a, sort of wrap it up, give it as a present or something like that. And then that happened. That's why I was like, I don't really know how to react. But it was really cool. So yeah, playing in the charity match.
Woo!
That's pretty fucking huge, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It should be a bit crazy.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I mean, first of all, you have to navigate doing a sport. That's way above my pay grade. I couldn't even imagine that. And then there's going to be loads of people. And yeah, that's crazy. But I have no doubt you will do amazingly. And ever since I've known you properly, you've always said this is like a dream of yours. Like this was like, ever since I've asked you like what you would want to do, and like, when you've told me more about what the Sidemen do and stuff like that, and how big of a deal this match is, you've always said like that's like such a dream for you. So it's coming true.
Yeah, it's very strange, and it's been a pretty wild year, because I checked last night. Before this year, I was on the talent show of theirs, and then one video. I think since then, I don't know what the switch was, but they seem to just ask more and more. And I'm just a thank you to them, because it's been a pretty crazy year because of that.
Hell yeah, baby. And if they want to send my jersey by post, or I mean,
would love to watch.
I'm
that.
sure. I mean, like you said, they're doing really creative ways of revealing it this year. So can't wait. That's gonna be so exciting. I'll go in goal. I used to always get put in goal in PE, so I'm sure I'll be great. Yeah, very exciting. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Right. Well, I mean, on that note, I think that we've smashed 2024.
Is that everything you want to talk about?
Yeah. I think
Really?
what? So that is it for 2024 with the Useless Hotline.
Woo!
We've got way more coming in 2025. Lots of exciting things in the pipeline. Like we said, we'll be coming back next time you see us. Might be in a week or two. And it will be season 3.
Yeah, baby.
Woohoo! So George, anything that you would like to say farewell to our lovely viewers and thank you?
I would just like to say thank you very much for a very supportive year. We've dabbled in things we've not done before. We went on tour. We did Reading and Leeds.
We kissed a bit.
We kissed a little. We've done that before though.
Oh yeah, true.
But we've tried a few different, especially in the last couple of months, a few different ideas, and I feel like they've been received quite well.
100%. I've definitely felt a lot more in tune with our podcast audience this year. I think the first year that we were doing it, obviously, we had, I mean, at all times we both have a lot going on separately to the podcast, but I think we've made a more conscious effort to include the podcast in our decisions this year and put that extra time into it. And I think we're planning to only do more and more of that in 2025. So it should be a really good year. I completely agree. Very exciting.
Yeah, so thank you to the audience for viewing and appreciating and turning up to whatever we've bullshitted our way through. Thank you to Maisie and Cal.
Yes,
for
thank
all
you
your help.
guys.
And to Max as well, because of course it wouldn't be possible without anybody in this room.
And thank you to you, George. Thank you. And thank you to your hair that keeps growing at the back, because it really is getting a lot of comments and we need the engagement. Until next time, guys. Love you.
Much
See
love.
you in 2025. Bye.